Burkina Faso is making headlines in Africa, not for the usual tales of despair, but for a story that's nothing short of revolutionary. In a continent where leaders are often more concerned with luxury cars and personal wealth than the welfare of their people, one man is turning the tide. Captain Ibrahim Traoré, the president of Burkina Faso, is leading a charge that's as unexpected as it is inspiring. Instead of splurging on extravagant vehicles or padding his bank accounts, Traoré is investing in something far more meaningful: the future of his country. Today we find ourselves in Burkina Faso, witnessing a development that is as unprecedented as it is inspiring. This is not the kind of story that typically comes out of Africa, where leadership often means self-indulgence and corruption. But here, in Burkina Faso, something remarkable is happening. It's the kind of change that makes you stop and take notice, a shift so profound that it could serve as a blueprint for the entire continent. This development in Burkina Faso has filled me with a sense of pride and hope that I've rarely felt for any African leader. For the first time, I am genuinely thrilled by the actions of a president in Africa, and that president is none other than Captain Ibrahim Traoré. What Captain Traoré has accomplished in such a short period is nothing short of unbelievable. For those of you who may not be familiar with this story, Ibrahim Traoré took the reins of Burkina Faso less than 3 years ago. Since then, he has won the hearts of not only the people of Burkina Faso, but also many across Africa. However, the admiration he has garnered hasn't gone to his head. Instead, it has fueled his commitment to his goals that are centered on development, employment, and agriculture in Burkina Faso. What you're witnessing here is not just a parade of empty promises or a showcase of personal wealth. It's a tangible, visible transformation. 400 tractors, 239 tillers, and countless motor pumps dedicated to irrigation. For those unfamiliar, a tiller is a type of small tractor that can be operated manually, much like a wheelbarrow, but with the power to transform fields and improve agricultural productivity. This equipment is not just for show. It's a critical part of Captain Traoré's strategy to revolutionize farming in Burkina Faso. Now you might wonder where the money for all this came from. After all, Captain Traoré could have easily followed the well-trodden path of many African leaders by splurging on luxury vehicles. But instead, he chose a different route. Traoré still drives a 2001 Land Rover Defender, a vehicle valued at around $122,000. Despite its age, he does not see the need to replace it with a newer, flashier model. Rather than indulging in personal luxuries, Traoré decided to invest in the people of Burkina Faso, channeling funds into agriculture, a sector that can create jobs and feed the nation. This marks a historic moment in Africa, where a president has consciously decided to prioritize farming over personal comfort. In a continent where leaders often